not had a chance to talk to you yet this season, so how was your summer?
It was good. Yeah, summer's great. The family moved down finally, so everything's a lot better now. We're whole again.
How are you seeing this team kind of develop in year 2 underneath you? I know Lexi Viano was saying there's a lot of focus on defense.
Well, yeah, I think we have a better baseline. Even though we really only kept 4 scholarship players, it's kind of a new team, relatively speaking. But at least I think we have a better baseline, a better understanding. We don't have some players that maybe didn't buy into how we were trying to do things. So there was a little addition by subtraction. But the reality is, I think we're better. I think we got more depth and those kind of things, and the understanding's better.
What are you seeing at the point guard spot so far?
I think Maite's terrific. She's, not a typical freshman because, she's had a lot of international experiences, but she is still a freshman. So makes some mistakes, but she is really a good basketball player. And I think maybe the best point I've had at this age since Courtney Vandersloot. So I'm excited about her. We lost Megan Trinder to an ACL. She would have been ready, right from day one to help us. So that hurts, but Lexi Peterson can still give us some minutes there, and so I think we'll be okay.
Are you still hoping Peterson can play the 2 this year more?
No question. I mean, she's getting a lot of reps there, and that's where we want her to play. Yeah, that suits her game best.
Where have you seen Jacinta grow with her year off and now heading into?
Well, she's 6'5". She can't grow much taller. You know what? I think just her confidence offensively. I think Jacinta has always been a great rebounder and a very good defender, great understanding of the game. Sometimes she struggles with some offensive confidence, and I think she's trying to be more aggressive and assertive, and we're, trying to pump her up each and every day. But I think her understanding of the game of the basketball is just off the charts.
How does your vibe of this team at this point compare to maybe where it was around this time last year?
I think if anybody came in and watched us practice, they wouldn't recognize the effort, the intensity, the camaraderie. A lot of kids having a lot of fun. It's night and day. It really is night and day.
Talking with Lexi, she said that the team chemistry this year is completely different than what they had last year as well.
Yeah, I think everybody that's here wants to be here, and that makes a difference. I just when you're recruited by someone else, it's a different vibe anytime you change coaches. And so I've been really impressed with the effort. I think Liz Brenner, you guys, has really helped us. She's great in the locker room. She's picks things up so easily, and I'll tell you, she can ball. I mean, she can ball for a volleyball player and a softball player and what else did she do? What didn't she do? Sand volleyball, yeah, and track. I mean, she is a really good basketball player and is going to give us a third option inside, which is nice.
Liz also mentioned she's been, for other sports, she's been to the postseason, hasn't been to the postseason for basketball, and I said that's kind of a goal that this team has adopted this year.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I think, we don't have a very big margin for error, but I think if we stay healthy, I think we have a chance to make some noise, certainly, and included in that is postseason.
You kind of agree with the pick of number 8 by the coaches in the conference, or do you feel like?
Yeah, I've been picked 1 a lot. I've not been picked 1. I don't really care because you have to go out and prove it anyway. 8 is probably pretty accurate when you consider we really only have 4 players back. That makes sense considering everybody else. But now we have a chance to go prove that wrong.
What do you see Lauren Yerwitz's role as a true freshman?
Yeah, she's got to get stronger, and that will come. But skill-wise, intensity-wise, intellectually on the court, she's tremendous. It's just, I think, going to be a physical thing with her.
How much will it help her having Jillian and Jacinta here this year?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, to battle against them every day, and Liz, those 3 are gonna, they're gonna break you in half if you're not careful. So that's gonna only help her. And and she has a skill set that they don't. She can face the basket and make that 15 to 18 footer pretty consistently.
How would you evaluate strength of non-conference schedule, and what kind of things are you hoping to see by the time you're done with it?
Well, we schedule a lot of home games. So we open in Chapel Hill, and then we play 10 straight non-league home games. And I did that for a reason. I think, you have a better chance when you're at home, I think. And we need to start establishing a culture of success. And I'm not saying we're going to win all those games, but, I think you have a better chance when you're here. So certainly a schedule I think that will test us to some degree, but it's a schedule that we can beat.
You gearing up for Halloween?
Absolutely. I'm a little slow though. I've got everything from the storage unit to my garage, but I didn't realize and I forgot that I had it so dialed in. All the electrical was done. I just had to attach things here and there. I have to string electrical, curtains. I have to do everything from scratch now, so it's a little bit more difficult.
Are you gonna bring the team over to help you out?
They're pretty scary. Actually, it's probably a pretty good venue for them. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. So I won't give out the address here because you got too many people that are watching. I don't want to have to buy too much candy, but you'll have to come over. It'll be fun.
When did you start developing your haunted house?
It's been 12 or 15 years ago. Yeah, I've always had a love of Halloween, and it became a big deal. The news would come out every year. One of the local weathermen always did his live remote Halloween night from my driveway, and we'd build a big bonfire out in the front, and we had a great neighborhood for trick or treat. You know, it's that neighborhood that buses would come to. So we had kind of everything working for us. And I don't know, I just love it. It kind of takes on a life of its own. And it's the last thing before I shut down and just focus on basketball. So it's that one final blowout. Yeah, sorry. I like Zach Brown. I like Zach Brown. Yeah.
Awesome.
Is that it?
Thank you so
All right,
much.
you guys.